Hello everyone and welcome. In this video, we're going to be talking about Google Classroom, the Classwork tab, and quiz assignments. Well, let's go ahead and get started. Log into your Google Classroom and click on the Classwork tab. Click on the blue button that says Create and select Quiz Assignment. Let's add a title for our quiz assignment and some instructions as well. If there are reference files or reference documents that you need to add or want to add for this assignment, you can click on the Add button here and add them from Google Drive. You can link them, you can upload a file, or you can link a YouTube video, or you can create a document right from here. By clicking on the Create button, you can create a Google Doc, a slideshow, a sheet, a drawing, or a form. However, because this is a quiz assignment, Google Classroom has recently been updated and you have a blank quiz that's already been created for you. There's a toggle button over here that when toggled over to the right, locked mode on Chromebooks is turned on, and when a student starts taking this quiz, they won't be able to open another browser tab and search for answers. I'm going to leave it off for the purposes of this demonstration. If I click on the blank quiz, it opens up a regular Google form. I can title it. Of course, I want to make sure that up in the upper left-hand corner, I also name the form itself. I can add a description here if the form needs more description. And from there, I can start creating my questions. I'm going to click on the untitled question right here, and I'm going to add a question. I'm going to click on option 1, and I'm going to start adding options. Notice that it is a multiple choice quiz. If I click on the drop-down box, I can change the type of question. In this case, I'm happy with it being a multiple choice question. And I'm going to make it required down here in the lower right-hand corner. The answer key is important since I want this quiz to be automatically graded. I'm going to make this question worth 1 point, and I'm going to choose the correct answer so that Google Forms knows which answer I intend is correct. The blue link below that says Add Answer Feedback is available to you if you want to provide feedback for the students should they have chosen an incorrect answer or the correct answer. You can also link a file or a YouTube video for either the incorrect or correct answers. Once you're through, click on the Save button. And then once you're through editing your answer and creating your answer key, you can click on the Done button. Well, let's go ahead and add another question. You can come up to this plus sign and click on the plus sign to add a new question. But there's a shortcut. If the next question is going to be a multiple choice question similar to the one that we just did, you can click on this little duplicate button down here. And that will duplicate the question exactly as the previous one. You can then just edit the question and edit each of the answers. Again, you have to edit the answer key, indicate how many points it's worth, choose to edit your feedback if you're providing any feedback, and click on Done when you're done. Since I clicked on the duplicate button, it automatically made this question required. Let's go ahead and add a true-false question. I'm going to click on the Add Question button. Instead of multiple choice, I'm going to make this question a checkbox question. I'm going to type true for the first answer and false for the second answer. I'm going to add a question in now. Of course, I need to edit my answer key, assign the number of points that this question is worth, indicate what the correct answer is, and choose to add any answer feedback that I want to. When I'm done editing my answer, I can click the Done button. I'm going to make this also a required question. I'm going to add another question, but I'm going to go back to multiple choice. I'm going to make this question required, and I'm going to provide the correct answer in the answer key. However, the question says, in the array pictured below. Well, let's go ahead and add a picture by clicking on this button here that says Add Image. And I'm going to go to my Google Drive and select the picture that I'm interested in. When I click on Preview to preview the quiz, you'll notice that the array is directly below the previous question. To get back to my quiz, I can simply X out of that tab, the Preview tab. I can now add another question. I'm going to make this question a drop-down question. I'm of course going to make this a required question, and I'm going to click on the answer key link and select the correct answer. Assign the correct number of points, and click Done when I'm done. Previewing that, you will now see what is 0 times any number, and the student will have to click the down arrow and select one of the 4 choices. Once I'm done with my questions, I have the ability to click on the Responses tab, and should I so choose, I can create a spreadsheet that would correspond to this Google form. Once the quiz is over and past the due date, I can toggle this off so that the Google form is no longer accepting answers. Okay, that's all there is to it. We can now X out of our form. And now that I've properly been able to preview my quiz, I'm going to click on Locked Mode on Chromebooks so that my students, when taking the quiz, won't have the ability to open another tab on their Chromebooks. Notice that on the lower left-hand side, the grade importing toggle is toggled to the right. That means that once the student pushes Submit, those grades will automatically be imported into the gradebook in Google Classroom. On the right-hand side, as always, you can select which classes this quiz should be associated with and/or which students should be taking this quiz. You can assign the correct number of points, and I believe for our quiz, there were a total of 4 points possible. And then you can assign a due date. You can assign a topic. If no topic is available, you can create a topic. If there's a rubric that you want to assign to this, you can assign a rubric to it. By selecting this checkbox, you can turn on originality reports. But in this case, since it's a quiz that I'm creating and it's a multiple choice quiz, it's probably not necessary. In the upper right-hand corner, you can click on the Assign button to assign the quiz, but you can also click on the drop-down button to assign the quiz, schedule the quiz to be assigned at a later date and time, or just save the draft. In our case, I'm ready, so I'm going to assign this quiz. Students will see the assignment in their streams immediately. And I click on the Assign button, and that's all there is to it. This quiz is now available for the students to take in their Google Classroom. I hope this was helpful, and I hope you have a great day.